Hello.
Hello, Sidra ma'am. Are you
Hi,
there?
Smriti. Yes, I'm there. Are you
Hi.
able to see me?
No,
No?
no, you are not visible.
Oh, I am able to see you and I'm able to hear you also loud and clear.
Okay. So
Yeah.
what should we do?
Is
Um,
it possible for you to rejoin the session? Probably there's some network issue.
okay. You are not visible still. Still you are not visible. Yeah. Now it is yeah. How
Very,
have
very
you
good
been,
afternoon.
ma'am? Good
How are you?
afternoon, ma'am. I'm great. What about you?
I'm good too on the notch. Thank you so much for asking. And how has your day been today, Smriti?
Yeah, I have been really very nice. Everything is as usual.
Mm-hmm. It's going
Yeah.
good?
Yes.
Okay. So it's really nice to meet you here. I think this is your very first session with the platform, Smriti.
No, it is my second session. Yesterday I
Mm-hmm.
have joined, and I have joined Megha ma'am's session first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I watched your video. It was really very much interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You were
Okay.
awesome on that. Yeah. And here
Oh.
also, you are amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you so much for that. I mean, so many compliments. That's making my day more
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
So, Smriti, I'm meeting for the very first time here. So that is where I would really like to know a bit about you. So, quickly
Okay.
tell me something about yourself. What are you occupied with, and what makes you come here?
Okay. Surely, ma'am. As you know, I am Smriti Saru. I live in
Mm-hmm.
Gurugram, and I'm 53. I am a homemaker. My husband is working in an automotive ancillary. I have two kids, a daughter and a son. My
Mm-hmm.
daughter is working, and my son is pursuing his economics honors.
Mm-hmm.
And as I belong to a small town of Madhya Pradesh called Mandla. I did my schooling and graduation from there only in Hindi medium school. But
Mm-hmm.
since my childhood, it was my great desire that I wanted to be a very fluent English speaker.
Mm-hmm.
So just because of that I'm here. And
Okay.
yeah. And as far as my hobbies are concerned, I like different kinds of things like gardening, singing
Hmm.
bhajans, and Bollywood song. But
Mm-hmm.
apart from all these, I really love to read first. And I
Okay.
read different kinds of things like newspaper, magazines, and comics. But most of all, I love to read the literature of Sahaj Yoga meditation.
Mm-hmm.
As you know, we are the practitioners of Sahaj Yoga meditation, and
Mm-hmm.
we meditate every morning and evening. It gives
Mm-hmm.
us peace of mind and contentment. And
Mm-hmm.
that's it for my side.
Oh, that's lovely to know you here, Smriti. And by listening to your voice, I could make down that you are somewhere down the line interested in singing because you sound really peaceful.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Right. Okay. So you've been having an inspiration of being good at communicative English. You wanted to be very good with English. So what inspires you to speak more fluently? Is there any specific reason for that?
Actually, it was just like that because English is a universal language, and in the technology also, there everywhere is English only, and it is our business language too. Just
Mm.
because of that, and I really love English.
You love English.
Like,
Okay.
yeah, you can say I love all the languages like Sanskrit also,
Mm-hmm.
Hindi also.
Mm-hmm.
But we know Hindi very well, so
Yeah.
I wanted to learn English. So
Uh,
just because of that, I started my journey 1 year ago, and
mm-hmm.
then I watched lots of YouTube conversational video for that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I joined different kinds of platforms, and
Mm-hmm.
I got my fluency, and
Mm-hmm.
then I joined. this.
Okay, that's nice to hear. And
Mm.
one of the coincidence you can say, or one of the destiny that you can say, is that even I belong to Madhya Pradesh, and my
Wow,
schooling and my qualification has been completed from Bhopal.
wow, it's really nice.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
so it always feels good when you talk to people who may be from your side, and that is where you connect with them more nicely. So I've heard about the place Mandla. I haven't been there ever, but then yes, I've heard about it. It's nearby to my place, I guess.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, it is not, I can say, very nearby, but it is
Mm-hmm.
our capital. It is
Mm-hmm.
capital of Madhya Pradesh.
Mm-hmm.
And Mandla is nearby Jabalpur. You maybe heard about this city because,
Right, right.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a small district surrounded by river Narmada from three sides,
Mm-hmm.
and full of natural beauty,
Mm-hmm.
and full of greenery also. And
Mm-hmm.
people are living there also very simple.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, our topic also childhood, so
Yes.
that yeah. So if you say, I tell about my childhood little
Yes,
bit.
yes, of course. I would really like to know a lot about your childhood. Not a bit, of course. I would like to know a lot about your childhood, that how it has been,
Okay,
Smriti.
okay,
Yeah.
thanks a lot. So I was born in Jabalpur actually, but later my parents shifted Mandla because my mother got a job as a lecturer in high school, and that's why my father also shifted there and started his practicing as an advocate. And I was some year old, I think maybe 1.5 year old that time. And after that, when I was three or three plus maybe, then I got admission in Saraswati Shishu Mandir first. It was a real very nice and Vedic environment school,
Mm-hmm.
and we used to tell our teachers as Acharya ji and Behenji there. And
Okay. Mm-hmm.
yes, yes, yes.
Sounds really
And
good.
yes, you are right. And we read English and Sanskrit from class first there.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
yeah. And I studied there till fifth class. Then my parents got admission me on Nirmala Convent School because some timing issue was there in Saraswati Shishu Mandir. Because
Mm-hmm.
my mother, as she was lecturer, so they
Mm-hmm.
got admission me there. And it
Mm-hmm.
was also very good school, and we used to tell our teachers as sisters because they were nun, and
Mm-hmm.
teachers also there.
Mm-hmm.
So we used to tell as sister and teacher. But sister was really strict there. But
Mm-hmm.
I still remember my two of teachers. One teacher's name was Anamma. She was maths teacher, and other teacher's name was Regina. She was teaching us Sanskrit and Hindi. So they were
Okay.
really very loving teachers.
Mm-hmm.
And I studied there till class 8th because it was only middle school, middle standard. That school till only middle standard. Then
Mm-hmm.
I got admission in Rani Ramgarh, and there my mother also working there as a lecturer, and my mother was Sanskrit and a Hindi lecturer there.
Mm-hmm.
So it was really fun for me because everybody loves, and you can say maybe my friends little bit jealous also. And they used to tell me teacher's daughter, and
Mm-hmm.
that, but it was really fun. And I studied there till 12th class. and we were the first batch of uh, there in the MP that started 10 plus 2. Earlier it
Okay.
was, yeah, earlier it was only till 11th class, and metric, it was called that metric. And
Mhm.
then we were the first batch, and then we started calling that course 10 plus 2.
Okay, all right. So you've been to multiple places and you have taken taste of multiple schools there. Initially, you started off with very basic and very, you can say, a kind of a school which gave you the feeling of more towards the Vedas and towards more of that particular era, wherein you can surround yourself with a lot of good vibes. Then you came up to missionary, and then you came up to a normal convent school, a normal private school, I guess, right?
Private, no, it was a government school.
It was a government
Government,
school.
yeah.
All right. Okay.
But
Okay.
everything was there, Hindi medium only.
Mm-hmm.
But they taught us very well and gave us
Mm-hmm.
good values.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
And
So how it? Yeah.
please.
Right. So I was asking you that, if I have to take you back to your memory lane there, and I have to. So you've been from a small town from MP, and now you are in Gurugram for how long years, Smriti? Right after your marriage?
Yeah, after my marriage, first of all, I shifted to Rewari first, and
Mm-hmm.
then we after 2 years we shifted here in
Okay.
Gurugram. Yeah,
How?
so maybe 25 years, uh, maybe more than that, we are here in Gurugram.
All right. So how does it feel? How does it feel? Like you've spent your entire childhood in an area or a town which was not that exposed to a lot of amenities, and now you are straight away into Gurugram, which is very posh and which is very fixed with all the amenities there. So how does it feel? What is the difference that you can see here?
Peoples are totally different. Here,
Mm-hmm.
people are a little bit, you can say, not simple people, some complex, busy, and we don't know even our neighbor here. We just smile whenever
Right.
we just see to each other. We
Mm-hmm.
never visit each other.
Mm-hmm.
And it in our society, I really don't have any friends. Everybody is
Oh,
busy, and it was just opposite like my hometown. In
all
our
right.
hometown, we know each other, and we have lots of time to
Mm-hmm.
visit to each other. So it was
Mm-hmm.
just opposite, but we used to of this atmosphere. And sometimes we also behave like that, because my husband and my kids and I also have very little time. Always we remain busy in
Mm-hmm.
our daily routine and everything. So we also become the part of this culture now
You've
completely.
also you've also taken that culture as a part of your life now. It's
Yes.
almost in your
Yes.
practice. All right.
Yeah. Yes.
So you are here as a nuclear family, Smriti?
Yeah. Yeah. My father-in-law used to live with us, but now
Mm-hmm.
he is no more.
Okay.
And otherwise, I have two kids. I already told you,
Mm-hmm.
and my
Yes.
daughter is working in Deloitte. She is
Mm-hmm.
working from home only.
Okay.
After COVID, it is started working from home, and they are
Yeah.
still uh,
Following
not
the
as.
same practice.
Yes, yes, yes.
All right. Okay. So in your childhood days also you were a nuclear family, Smriti?
Yeah, my
It was a
nuclear
joint family. It was
joint
not a
family. Yeah, yeah,
all right.
joint family.
So there are a lot
Yeah.
of perks when I talk about a joint family, Smriti, and you've been into one, so you must be very well versed with the perks there. So would you like to
Yes.
highlight a bit of perks which are not there in the nuclear family because you have an experience of both, I guess?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can say we used to live with our grandparents, and my parents were working. So my grandparents generally take took care of me all the time, and they give lots of affection, and I still recall
Mm-hmm.
all the
Yes.
time who
Right.
what I spent with them, and
Mm-hmm.
their stories. And
Mm-hmm.
whenever my parents got agitated, so they always tell them that you can't do this with my kids.
They
This
are
type of
grandparents
memory.
are the saviors for kids, I guess. Like
Yeah.
every kid want their grandparents to be around so that they are not being tortured by their own parents, of course, for that matter.
Yes, 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 completely agree with you. And
Yes.
they used to pamper us very
Mm-hmm.
much.
Mm-hmm.
I really I
Yes.
made lots of videos on my grandparents for practice.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, all right. So sounds good. That's interesting. Of course, I would really love to see one of them someday.
Okay, surely. Please give me your number. I will definitely
I'll
post it.
I'll I'll surely connect with you for that matter, Smriti, of course.
Okay.
All right. So one
I
quick and yeah,
Yes,
go
yes.
ahead.
Please
Yeah,
go
please.
ahead.
You can go ahead,
I was
Smriti.
just telling. I actually I do practice like that. I make lots of videos uh, like this only. I take lots of different type of subjects like social media and different kinds of subject. But as well as I take all my childhood and good memories. So
Mm-hmm.
because that time I we not uh, need to collect all the content. It's in
Mm-hmm.
our mind only.
Yes,
So
you don't
that's
have to bug for the content. Obviously, it's all there inside as a
yeah,
default, and you just have to put it down in your words there. So I'm
yeah,
surely connecting to that part. All
yeah,
right.
yeah,
So, Smriti, that is where one quick and last question for you. That if I take you back to your childhood days, what's the
yeah. Okay.
most interesting thing that you still remember when you walked down the memory lane there? What's the most loved thing, the interesting thing which you've done, maybe with your siblings or maybe with your friends? But you remember that this is my childhood. So, what do you remember your childhood for?
Okay. Two things came in my mind instantly when you asked this question.
Mm-hmm.
When actually my youngest sister is really very much younger than us. So my childhood generally I spent with my second sister.
Mm-hmm.
So what we used to do, my granny was used to sit in a room, and we just my mother, when my parents were not there, we just planned to each other that will do that, and we
Mm-hmm.
just run
Mm-hmm.
from drawing room to her room.
Okay.
We, and just used to jump on another bed, and she really got very much annoyed by her this habit.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
she used to say lots of harsh word for us to us. And that time
Mm-hmm.
we really how much she became harsh, we used to laugh a lot. So it
Mm-hmm.
was I instantly and we do this every at least 2 3 times in a month. So
Mm-hmm.
it was really very nice memory. And
Right.
another thing, yeah, uh, actually in our time videos started very a new trend was that we used to hire a VCR and used to watch lots of movies
Mm-hmm.
simultaneously. And we do this in the night time only. And generally what we do, we call all the neighbors and sit in our house, because our uh, roof and somebody's room were really very
Mm-hmm.
huge. So we used to
Mhm.
sit there, whole community and all the families used to sit there and watch lots of movies together.
Mhm.
And that time we really enjoyed very much. And
All
we
right.
just sleep we just sleep there only, all the members who were watching that movie just sleep there only. I don't know how and where everybody slept after some time. And we when we got up in the get up in the morning, we just every movie's story just hodgepodge in our mind. We just forgot all the things. We can't say that time we was not able to say who's hero, which hero in which movie. So that
Oh,
was yeah.
yeah, that's
And
interesting to
going
know, of
in,
course.
yeah, in which movie. So that was the very
Of
nice.
course, childhood is always a time where a person's heart stays, I think, because
Yes,
no matter how old we grow, if we just think back, we close our eyes and we take ourselves back to those days, that is something that we would always want to cherish, always wants to relive those moments. I'm sure
yes,
that is something which is called as the best part of a person's life.
yeah, yeah,
Right. Okay.
yeah.
So a lot of questions there, a lot of memories that you've shared, Smriti. Pretty well
Mhm.
spoken. I must appreciate that you are a person who really thinks while shaping up the conversation, which is a very good part of you. Of course, you're very cool and calm with your speed when you're speaking in English, which avoids a lot of errors, specifically which people make while speaking. So that's a very good part,
Mhm.
I must say.
Yes,
Your facial expressions and the way you take your body language is superb. I think I do not find a lot of errors in that and no flaws there. You just take it superbly well along with you. That suits your communication well. But then there are certain areas which you need to improvise a little bit more, Smithy, which
yeah,
can help
yeah,
you out making it more better. Okay.
yeah.
Now, when you were talking, you must have noticed that I was typing down something. So I was just
Okay,
taking down a note of a couple of sentences which you were framing at that point of time, but then there were certain errors in terms of grammar, in terms of choice of words, in terms of peculiarities. So there were some errors. Okay. Like for
okay.
example, if I have to take you back to those sentences, you said my parents got admission me there.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Now, you're talking about a past tense, and when you're talking about a past tense, it has always to do with verb plus ed form. So, my
Yeah.
parents got me admitted there.
Okay,
Okay, so it's
okay,
not admission, it's admitted there. My
okay,
mother also working there as lecturer. Now, your mother
okay,
is one, she's a single person. So, when you are denoting a single person, it is important for you to denote it with a lecturer. Okay,
okay,
that's again a specificality which you have to keep in mind a little bit of more. So I've jotted down a lot of sentences like that, which I've also shared in the chat box with you. If you want, you can open up those sentences in your chat box and you can just
okay,
have a look at them. All right, so that's one part, that is a bit of grammatical errors that you're making while you're framing your sentences. Second important thing is that you're good with your basic English, Smriti. I
okay,
don't find
okay,
a lot of mistakes with that. But then taking forward vocabulary is something that you have to work on.
okay,
Okay. And by
okay, ma'am.
vocabulary, I mean just try to take up some good words in your conversation. Try to be a level up with words in your conversation, which is going to really help you out. And third important thing, obviously, there are going to be a lot more sessions where you're going to speak more, do more practice, of course, which is surely going to polish these skills up. But being the very first session today, I just wanted to point out these areas for you. Okay. So,
Okay,
looking forward for a lot more practice on this, Smriti. And
yeah.
is there anything that you would want to add from your end?
No, it is nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is very much clear. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All
Mhm.
right. So that is
Okay.
where I'm looking forward for a couple of more sessions with you like this so that we can explore more of your communication skills, Smriti, of
Yeah,
course, and we can
certainly,
enhance them.
certainly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So till then, we're meeting next. It's bye from my end. Have a good day. And yeah, meeting you soon then.
Yeah. A good day to you too.
Yeah. Okay. Bye bye.
Yeah.
Take care, Smriti.
Bye bye. Take care.